So this story begins a few weeks back when I returned to the game. I was descending to an ASD site on Clio, and while I had an active mission, I was really going for another reason. In keeping with a channel tradition of breaking things in the name of science in this game, I wanted to try and get a Pulse Grav-Lev bike into the Onyx facility, and Vlaz was joining me.
Call to invite or?
I'll send you an invite, hang on.
Right, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work.
As I pulled the pulse from my ship, it would not land on the floor gracefully. My main critique of Grav-Levs is how strangely they behave when not in use. The spinning as you use the tractor beam makes them very difficult to get upright, meaning you have to basically board them and slide around on the floor to right them, causing damage. I tried tractor beaming it, but it wouldn't work. Right, the tractor beam wouldn't get it up, so I had to kind of do the thing where you scrape it across the floor, you know? So time to gain entry, and I tried just riding in at first, but CRG had planned for this. No, we got impounded anyway. Maybe if I tractor beam it through. Tractor beaming the pulse while it was deactivated may bypass the trigger, causing it to be impounded. Different tactic this time. Using the tractor beam to move it through the corridor would be more successful. You didn't impound him.
Yeah.
He landed right way up as well, no, it's okay. The elevator would take us down to the lobby.
That's kind of cool.
But reaching the lobby would present its own challenge to overcome. Oh, okay, right, okay. It's a complication. In the bottom of the elevator, you lose the ability to use the tractor beam. In an armistice zone, you cannot use the tractor beam. Were we far enough inside now, though, to avoid the impound warnings? It hasn't warned me, okay? But I needed to get off to open the elevator door. Okay. Oh, that flipped it upright. Okay, oh my god, I'm having all the luck here, Vlaz. Having all the luck. Because it was on its side, now it's upright again. Okay, right. Pilot seat, please. But the luck was short-lived, and I could no longer mount the bike. Let me try something quick. It was not graceful either. Whoop, whoop. Where are you going? It is possible all of the tumbling around had broken the bike. Trying to figure out why I can't get on this pilot seat. I could a minute ago. Maybe I broke it. Maybe the bike got broke. I don't know. It looks like it's working now.
Oh, okay. I see your marker like on the other side.
You can't use tractor beams here, right? So I can't pull it out. See if you can get on the pilot seat real quick.
It's not letting me.
Now it goes without saying that nothing in this video is supposed to happen. Players are not meant to do these things, so when I say something behaves awkwardly or doesn't work right in this video, I'm not criticizing the game. I'm the one who's being mischievous here, doing things that you're not even meant to do. I think if we had a fresh one...
Oh, well.
The trick is you've got to tractor beam it to the elevator, because if you get on it, it'll get impounded, right?
It sounds like what's going on here is that they have tried to creep-proof this, and they're not succeeding. They're not going to succeed.
It always ends up spinning is the problem. That's a neat trick.
No,
I'm going to drop it a sec just to stop it spinning.
Okay.
It should be fine if I drop it here now. Okay. Go ahead and open the door, and then I'll put it in. Okay. Let me see if I can get it upright first, though. Let me see if I can...
Yeah, I'm not going to hit it until you're ready.
The bike was not upright, but I would just have to work with it.
Okay.
Send it down. With a little coordination from Vlaz, I'd back out into the lobby.
Okay.
Is the door open?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. You're in.
I gotta get it upright, but Oh, wait. Am I upright?
You're upright.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, you're upright.
I'd made it into the facility and things would get a lot easier from here, though it is always very clear these vehicles are not designed for this kind of environment.
Alright, so research is to the right.
I'm trying to turn my thrusters down if I can.
Yeah, everything seems like air trigger.
Next, we'd be heading for the research wing, and riding in an elevator is a lot easier than trying to tractor beam the bike in and out.
Oh. You disappear again. Every time you're in the elevator on that thing, you disappear.
Wow.
Alright.
We got it inside. We got it inside. It works too. The gun works and everything.
Nice. Yeah, there's these up. Oh my god. What you're doing is illegal. What you're doing is illegal. You should probably go down.
The broken elevator would be another obstacle.
Yeah, you remember this? This is like the...
You gotta go down, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like a jump down a little bit.
The interior here was unusually quiet though, leading Vlad to believe that someone had already killed most of the enemy.
Boy, I wonder if somebody cleared this out already.
We would find some bad guys though.
Yeah, he's staring at the wall.
Oh yeah.
Oh, another guy behind. Oh. Sorry, I think I hit you a little bit.
No, you didn't. I'm good. Good work.
Boy, did you share the mission title?
But any kind of novel environment was brutal on the pulse.
Okay, so yeah, this.
Oh, are we going up with that? Yeah, we're going up, aren't we? It's gotta be up.
Up is no. We want to go down, but you can check out. That's fine.
Wait. Do we really want to go down?
Oh. You went all the way down.
Their bike was stuck and dismounting would create a new problem. Oh no! Oh, getting off put me in the wall. This might end badly. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
If I escape to menu and come back in, I'll be here when I say.
So yeah, if you drop down a little smidge, and then you'll drop down one more time, you'll be right on top of it.
Right. Okay. Damn, it's a bit of a drop. So
Yeah.
we're going down here, is that right? Down
Yeah.
lower, okay, right, okay. What I'll do, these stairs are a fucking pain. I'll just move it down there. All the way down, or just down? Yeah, all the way? All the way? Okay.
What the?
Next, we encounter some Copian. Copian. You got Copian, by the way?
Oh, you're gonna get a lot of them. This is why it's good. This is why it's good to have this.
And this being a vehicle, I get all the markers. You get the markers because obviously I'm technically in a ship.
Behind you.
The pulse cannot turn well in these tight halls, meaning a second person to watch your back is very useful. We were coming up to the elevator room now, where waves of enemy would descend on us until a slow elevator arrived. How would we fare?
Oh, we triggered it. The middle there. Oh wow, you're able to tell them.
The weapon was certainly effective, but the difficulty in maneuvering made bringing it to bear a challenge. Whoa, I flipped. Okay, it's time to abandon vehicle. On my way to you.
I think elevator's here. Yep.
For the particular mission that we were on, we descended too far anyway.
We dropped further than we should have. Like, it's above in an area where we can't get to right now.
Okay. So we'd make for the elevator.
I thought you were gonna leave that down here for somebody to.
It's just someone to
What?
find.
Yeah. Just boggle their mind.
That was the end of our escapades on that particular day, and we learned a lot about bringing a pulse down here. Again, this kind of thing isn't very useful, more of a personal interest with getting these things where they are not meant to be. A few weeks later though, we would fight the Yormandi, a giant snake that resides in the caves below the facility. The route to reach it was even longer, but now the question lingered whether I could get a pulse all the way down there to fight the snake with it. After entering the facility again and getting into the lobby, it was time to run through the now familiar research lab on the way to Site B. Starting with clearing the research lobby. Then the broken elevator. Into the research lab proper, and there is a quick drop here all the way to the elevator room. The headlights seemed like a good idea at first, but they were quite distracting, and I would turn them off quite quickly. I was alone in this room this time. Would I survive until the elevator made it down? Backing into the elevator, I got off very lightly. It seems quite easy to dodge fire by strafing the pulse around. This elevator leads up to the entrance to Site B, then onto the caves that we were aiming for. Dropping into Site B has some broken floors to contend with, then this very low and awkward vent that, while initially a bit tricky, actually wasn't too bad on this run. On later runs though, it would be far more difficult. One final elevator and we'd be arriving at Site B, where the spaces ahead would open up a lot more. The snipers down here are scary on foot, but on the pulse they are easy pickings, and I actually suspect that their aim is a bit off when you are on the pulse. This transport platform would get us over, but we'd have to hop off before it reached the other side, as the path to the caves is below. It was around here that I noticed my fuel was already down to 31%. It appears that the pulse now consumes fuel at an extremely fast rate. The pulse can still ride around all of the ground down here, but again it just bottoms out quite a bit on the uneven ground. Not wanting to risk taking damage from sniper shots, I'd rush to the caves up ahead. I was safely inside, but fuel was really low now, and the floor ahead here seemed to really not like Grav-Levs. Really, it felt like I had no choice here but to dismount. The Yormandi layer was ahead, but the airlock to get in there would be another challenge with a spinning pulse. Entering the chamber, I was very excited to get things going. The fuel was reading just 18% now though. Would it even be enough? And one final unexpected hurdle here. While most of the buttons can be used from the bike, the lever has its own bespoke animation that forcibly dismounts you from the pulse. The bike reappeared, giving me just a few moments to get back on board. Now on the first one I would retreat to this high ground, and from here at least the snake didn't seem to react to my presence. I could do damage though. Again, I want to remind you that bringing a Grav-Lev down here is not planned gameplay, and so any oddities we encounter here are on me, not the devs. When the snake rose again though, it felt like I couldn't engage it at all. And when it vanished this time, it stayed vanished. Fuel was at 5% now, and I really thought maybe I needed to get back to the level below to trigger something to keep the fight going. But while I was moving there, now I'm pretty sure that what killed me was the death field that happens after the fight is over and the room needs to be reset for new players to enter. When I made it back to the site, I'd pull a fresh pulse and move on in again. Mindful of the fuel consumption this time though, I thought it best to dismount and pull the bike along as I engaged on foot. But at the entrance to Site B, sadly this bike would meet its fate. These environments are not designed for vehicles, so clipping through walls or floors is quite common. I didn't want to give up on this run just yet though, as there was still a bike down there, albeit with very low fuel, and if I made it in, I could maybe still complete some science. I'd made it back to the Yormandi lair. I was able to get it the right way up again, but facing the back wall. I really should have checked the fuel here though, as it was now actually out. Now the bike here was immobile, but I was curious whether I would come under attack, as I was now down on the lower floor as opposed to the ledge above. The snake was definitely attacking me now, and it appeared to be doing serious damage as well. So the Yormandi will fight back so long as the pulse is down on a lower level. This definitely warranted another trip inside. First though, I would lose another bike to clipping, this time in an elevator. So we'd come to another run, and I was getting the hang of all of this now. Tractor beaming the bike carries a huge risk of losing it to clipping, so for this run I was just going to speedrun it. No shooting bad guys, no stopping and starting, just push through as quickly as possible to conserve fuel. This was the place I was worried about because I would be stuck in here again for a time. Now again, I am pretty sure at this point the FPS enemy in here cannot properly aim at a Grav-Lev because I feel like I should have been hit a lot more. This isn't meant to be a Grav-Lev zone, so it is understandable. In the elevator now, and I still had 82% of my fuel. Getting to the Site B elevator was a lot trickier this time though, and I had to dismount. Now I wasn't burning fuel here, so I'd make the most of it getting into Site B. Now we could continue the mad dash towards the Yormandi lair. I'd skip right past the first sniper room. And as luck would have it, this time I could cross this walkway just fine. 59% fuel remaining. Now this time I knew I had to dismount to pull the lever. It was time for the fight. The pulse cannot turn well though at low speed. The fight seemed to be working reasonably well, and it seems like you only get attacked when you are situated at a spot where a player on foot can walk. Over the pools of water, for example, the attacks seem to stop. But I ventured up high again, and I think this is what causes the fight to break. Shortly after, I would dismount to try and trigger a continuation of the fight, and I would die again. So we're going to skip through all of the extra runs now. Just suffice to say that for every time I made it to the Yormandi cave, there were 2 or 3 failures where the bike would clip through something, ending up falling through the floor, or on top of an elevator, or whatever else. It is a very time-consuming process and obviously not something I recommend. I just have a weird obsession with this kind of thing, so carried on going. Now, for anyone watching this thinking, why don't you just jump over the railing here? I had no idea that this room was actually the elevator room until on one run later on. Fadinator actually pointed it out to me as I was streaming my screen in Discord.
Can you not just go over the barriers there?
What's down below? What's down below?
Where you need to go.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Shit, I've been going through this whole goddamn maze.
That's the central elevator.
Oh my god, wow, yeah, okay, damn.
Right there, right there.
God damn it, you just saved me, like... I've been running through the whole place, like, every time. Basically, I wasn't as familiar with this place as maybe I should have been, and that definitely did save some time on the later runs. As I went though, I was learning the patterns. And on the most successful run, I did progress the fight quite a bit. main problems are, well, obviously none of this is designed with the Grav-Lev in mind. There are areas of the terrain where the bike just slumps to the ground, making maneuvering difficult, and all of the cover in here is not designed for this height, so it is always unreliable. I am also not a great shot with vehicles at the best of times, but the aiming of the gimbaled nose gun is particularly difficult, both with sticks or with a mouse. Either way though, I don't have the skills to pull this off, but I think that in principle this could be done. I know plenty of players have completed the fight solo on foot, so again, there is no real practical benefit to any of this. It's just interesting to me that you can get a Grav-Lev down there and engage in the fight in this way. The thing is, this video completed filming a few nights ago, but I kept feeling that pull each day to head in and try it again. The frustration with getting down there made that pull short-lived, but it was maybe the first time I felt something kind of like the Draw to challenge that I used to feel fighting Thargoids in Elite Dangerous. Anyway, I thank all of you, whoever is still watching at this point, for following along with me on this weird obsession, and I also want to thank all of our channel patrons, who you can see on screen right now. These are the very generous people who keep the channel going with all of their support, and I want to thank each and every one of you for choosing to support the channel. Thank you all so much. We'll be back with more from Star Citizen very soon.